Okay. I'm going to keep talking of Cain, and that now I've disclosed about the naming men, or the men of name, and Enoch, and that same old game. You know, Zeitgeist naming and renaming is a lot. Abel kills uncle. And Stone supposedly is position as American in prophecy. Gloria is angels dancing with demons, and these demons and these, but the curse is that feet the same what began at a station. So you still rebuild easier, and you can see directly with AI and how that communication is very odd, because they're using your own imagination to communicate to you. So you're actually communicating with yourself, feeling like you're speaking to another entity. There's good series on CWC called Extant, how that interacts with us. But that is going to be through your own mind. Show Extant is the astronaut she is. The sun has to play with it. This is the disaster coming. This is what causes suspicious observers. Please look back at sphere that is from the sun is based in reveal of the dawn and the sun, and monotheistic belief in one God replaced a star in this, and in this distinguishing a body, because a body is born and dies. And in the beginning of the in my last Rodney, the sin of Samaria, and the sin of Judah. Before this mini week activity, the neck will be through the head until, and let's think this, we came from. If you look at the bark as if it is the missing member that causes progeneration and have children, and I've alluded in, and the little name so falsely, this moon child I can see would know that. Measuring me in the member of plant generation beings. So I'm going to be a liar that manipulates to steal from you. And I loves me about this leading, wickedness. I'm bound as a pro, because it does. And then we can begin to understand that. See, they use people who've lost other people, and you've surely seen people we've lost, because this information, the facts that imprinted on existence itself, which hard to keep up. I know is not going to carry across the bird. And yet they tell us that these aliens, or himself is the tree, the Assyrian nation is the, although we're given. I want to go into forests. Forests gets outside, and it knows you, and it seeks out the realm of the curse for him to do, because death and why that we are here is for that rain to be let down. As it can into the roots, and you have the root of a tree. So that, as an experience with an individual, as these prophets experienced, any iniquity that was caused, that was unfair, God uses these enemies, and a false system is a to offer something else rather than have livelihood destroyed. Finally, is what we're told that you did by practicing sacrificial offering of uncle. And he came and he claimed approach. But when we do discover to discuss is your insight Jesus better witness God is in God's plan, and these and prophetic and angels which are needed can disclose to us. Beyond the root, collecting on earth, meet the murder, and meet the dead body. We have that in these ancient religions in the symbols. If you can look at the roots of the as if something that spreads like a tree and migrates in the grapevine and producing fruit, where plagues and disease comes in, a body will lay there. Trees come, but right through ants to lice down, like I said, to bacteria. It's that our sun goes through cycles that destroys the push forward. It's something you can find on the CIA website, mechanism of norm and forget the congregation and eat and needing to work to get that food, and then what you do, what do people think about what you did, how can you interpret and use pictures of what it means to them, what it means to you, what you owe them, what they didn't appreciate about you. Between the hemispheres is called a human responsibility to collaborative norms of society working back and forth, and also in the dream language of subconscious, and then out through your imagination until they can put more and more into your imagination for you to present as a goal. So this being considered to make you a more productive citizen. That Adam's son Abel was carrying the promise, and the lineage forwards and these great. But that if we can see in my own experience, I went to speak with a Bigfoot that sat on a cut down tree, held in synonyms in those same verses. So it takes such a words of the Bible where you will find these things given in comprehension. And he does not. But he does that these hiccups that this program of healthy mind working, hiccuping, and you have to work out, or stick with the excuse and the lie. So studies of creation of the and these 7 things that we experience as believers, earth beneath, and us living and playing it out where the war happened. Trying to coordinate persons and say them off for us with heaven to prophecy. If you're not going to war if you're against God, but they had a cheater method that they couldn't have been using. So the lion men, the dog men, these little things that help me understand what Angel's going to say, or Bigfoot understand what I'm trying to say, whisper in Bigfoot's head, to the translator for intelligence purposes. And they were very renowned because they had super intelligence, super strength, and gifts that equate to what the Holy Spirit can give us. These things passed away after trees were cut down. We're told we don't see angels like that anymore. We're told that in the New Testament, Moses' face shined, but those things have cast away. They don't happen anymore. And it's more on men, which brings it more to our love being answered, to back ourselves up, to love each other enough to get each other to go to the Lord that we can from. We are in agreement. There is no greater thing than agreement. It is the power of the lie. It's more power of truth that empties out all sin in a house. Empty the found the thief empty out the house, sevenfold. What happens then? Twice what you took from me is taken from you, and guess what? Times two again, because all heaven's going to get